workout for you guys today. However, I really wanted to start with just a little bit of a catch up because it isn't a minute since I've been on YouTube thanks to getting sick. I was so sick. I got this sickness that literally had me in bed for probably about 3 days. I think I was in bed for 3 days. Was I in bed for three? I think it was 3 days. It was crazy. I don't know, you guys. It was like sore throat, achy. I could not function for 3 days. Like I was in bed for 3 days. After that, I still had this like crazy sore throat. So I had to just deal with that, which is awful. Like my mom is sick right now as well. It's like everyone's just getting sick right now. It's just what happens in like September, October. So I dealt with that for a bit. I didn't want to film anything because my throat hurt so much and I literally lost my voice. I still swear that I don't really have much of a voice. So if that annoys you, you should probably just click past this video. But I was like, I miss my YouTube fam and I have to come back. So here I am back. I do want to do a bit of a catch up. Girl got a new tattoo. I absolutely am obsessed with it. I also just had, so I'm in Arizona right now. I had Aubrey come and visit me. Let me just check that the mic is on. So Aubrey was here for like a weekend. Maybe it was like 4 days. And we got so much stuff done, you guys. It's actually really nice hanging out with a girl that actually smokes flower as well. Like, I feel like it's really hard to find girls that don't just smoke their pen, which is fine. Like, smoke Benjamin all you want, but to be honest, I really love to smoke flower. I think it's a different high, it's a different vibe. I think it's way better. It feels way better just on my throat and my lungs and stuff. It doesn't feel as like, you know how sometimes when you smoke your pen and your like throat hurts and it just, oh, it's just honestly not the vibe. So I feel like my hair is really annoying right now. Hanging out with girls that also smoke flower and will smoke with you like before the gym, after the gym, before you literally do anything. It's so fucking nice. So it's really nice to spend some time with her and just like hang out. We did some like team bonding stuff for Lifted because obviously we're both working for Lifted now, and it's really nice to be able to, you know, when you work a job and you want to be able to bitch to your one friend, but like your one friend doesn't work there and so they don't understand the dynamic of like everything. Talking to Aubrey about Lifted is so easy because she understands Lifted. She's been in it for like since the beginning. She's been involved. Like, it's so nice to just talk to her about all of it because she understands. And we have a lot to tell you guys for 2026. Not even just 2026, like next month. There will be a lot happening with Lifted, a lot of changes, a lot of different things, and I'm really, really excited to tell you guys, but I can't tell you yet. I know, I cannot tell you yet. This workout that we're gonna do, I did this in Toronto, and I genuinely was not gonna film it. So this was a gym that I hadn't been in yet, or I've been there, but like I haven't been in a while, so it was just like a drop-in. And I definitely had like a lot of anxiety when I was going in here because I had been at my gym in Calgary for so long at this point that like I just felt like at home there. I felt like it was normal, and then all of a sudden I switched and had to do like a drop-in, and I was like, this is really new people, new gym, different setting. I love fucking myself over like that. I don't know why I like doing that. Like, I like throwing myself into situations where it's like, Elise, you're gonna get anxiety, but like you have to push through that. I love that. I feel like it just feels good. Like, it feels good when you've done it. It feels really good when you've done it and you've gotten through your anxiety. So I had gone to this gym. I was working out and then I was like, dude, like, it's dead. It's the morning, just film. So I did end up filming. I'm gonna walk you guys through the entire workout and just like talk about form, talk about what you guys should be feeling and stuff. But I also, so the reason that I was even in Toronto is because I was going to see Brittany, which she's like an OG Lifted girl, and Brittany is, honestly, I love Brittany. Like, I feel like we clicked right away. We really got along. I feel like I'm starting to actually be able to go and visit some of the Lifted girls, like some of the OG Lifted girls that I've actually like genuinely become friends with. And I think it's just helping me realize that Lifted has always been that. Lifted has always been about the community, about making friends, about building friendships, about just supporting each other in like the fitness and also the cannabis space. And I feel like it's really nice to be able to have spent a little bit more time on the community side of things while we paused the merch. So you guys know that we paused all of the lifted merch. It is coming back, so just chill and wait, and it will be back. But obviously we just had to take a second, and we had stuff going on that we really needed to focus on, that when we did the last drop and we had a lot of tariffs and stuff happening, I was like, we need to first of all think about this, decide where we're going with this, and we need a little bit of time without any orders coming in, without stuff coming in. And I am so happy that we did that, because the next stuff that we have coming is, anyway, I can't really talk too much about it. I feel like I had another update for you guys. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I've had multiple girls on the app. If you don't know, we do have a fitness app, and it's just for like stoner gym girls that want to start getting into the gym. I have had, you guys, so many girls message and be like, I have fallen off and I'm trying to get back into like the groove of things and get back into it. And I've like, actually some of like my OGs that have been in there for like a while have even fallen off. I just wanted to say and explain to you guys that, first of all, this is totally like, it is pretty normal to fall off routine, especially when you have a lot going on in your life. Here's the thing is, I think a lot of times we also compare ourselves to fitness influencers and people that this is their job. This is how they're getting paid. This is how they're making their money. So they are not going to a 9 to 5 like say you are. They are going to the gym to film. They are editing their content. This is how they're making. If they're not fit, they're not making money. So they have to keep up with it. Like they absolutely have to. And I do want to say that posting on social media for myself and putting this, like making this my career, has helped me to A, stay in the gym, and B, just continue to make progress, because it is my job. It's my job. It is literally my job. So I just want you guys to like remember that when you're like falling off or you have other stuff going on or whatever. Just know and trust yourself that you're going to come back to it, because if you genuinely love, not even if you genuinely love the gym, if you genuinely love yourself, like if you actually love yourself, you're going to go back. Like, because you actually care about, first of all, not even just what you look like, you care about your health, you care about your mental health. The gym helps with your mental health so much. If you actually genuinely care about your mental health, you're going to be going to the gym or you're going to be doing something active. So don't get too down on yourself. Just understand that like it is going to be a bit of a process to get back into the gym, and you're going to have to build those habits again and get back into that routine. But if you haven't fallen off for that long, it's fine. Also, think about like your perception around like falling off. Like, are you actually thinking of fitness as a 8-week program or as a 10-week program? Or are you actually being like, no, this is my lifestyle. I can't fall off my lifestyle. Even if I go on vacation, I better see my ass at the gym, you know? Like, for instance, when Aubrey was here, she almost used this as like her getting back into it, because she's like, I know that you're going to the gym. This is my lifestyle. This is what I will be doing while I'm traveling. Like it's no longer just like, oh, I'm going on vacation to Arizona for like a couple weeks. This is me just moving places and still working and doing my thing. I've been filming in the gym. I've been doing my content. I'm going to cafes every morning to work. Like, this is my lifestyle that I've built. And so if I fall off my lifestyle, you guys, I'll probably have a breakdown, because I'll probably cry, because this is what makes me happy. This is what I like to do. So you almost have to think of it as like, okay, this is the lifestyle that I want to build. Am I falling off my diet? Because then you're thinking of it wrong. Then you need to change your thinking. You need to change your perception. Okay, anyways, we need to get into the workout. I just wanted to remind you guys, there is a challenge dropping next week. It is lifted and lean. Doesn't even know the name of the fucking challenge. Oh my God. It's lifted and lean autumn challenge. And obviously we will be going into a cut. And I have brought back smoke sessions. So our smoke sessions will be before every challenge. I really honestly love the vibe of the smoke sessions because you guys get to ask all your questions. I get to explain like nutrition, fitness, just everything around the challenge. And also if you're a girl that actually wants to build muscle rather than cutting but still wants to be involved with the challenge, I kind of go over that and like how you should change your nutrition, how you should change your workouts, if you should add extra reps or take away reps. Like I really try to explain as well as you're allowed to ask questions and stuff. And we get to smoke together, so bring your tools. Anyways, let's get into the workout. I love you guys. Thank you so much for just understanding that like while I've been sick, I didn't want to film. Yeah, let's get into it. So I started with lat pull downs. You guys don't have to use these machines. If you saw, I kicked down that leg, the thing right above my knees that's holding me down. I like kicked that down with my foot, or with my leg. That's what you're supposed to do. But honestly, if this is too complicated or any of these machines are too much for you, you're welcome to use like the normal lat pull down machine. There's going to be alternatives throughout this entire workout that I'm just going to share with you guys. If you do need other alternatives though, of course we have alternatives in the app, which makes it super easy to go from like one exercise that maybe you don't have the equipment for to go to the next. Anyways, when you're doing lat pull downs, first of all, I don't know if you guys can see, but if you look at my hands, my thumb is actually on the same side as my fingers. That's going to help you target your back a lot more, like better. It's going to be great. If you're not already doing that, if you are already doing that, great. As well as just knowing that, first of all, you don't want your shoulders to take over during this movement. So keeping your shoulders almost rolled back as you're doing this. And then pulling down with your lats, which is just the muscle right under your armpit there, like your back. Also, your range of motion is you're almost trying to pull, how do I explain that? I think the best explanation is putting your elbows towards the floor and stopping almost 45 degrees. 45 degrees, yeah, I would say. It depends on obviously the person and your flexibility and stuff. But this is a super, oh my God, this is like the best first movement when you're doing back. Just doing this first is really going to get your lats engaged, and you can honestly push like a lot of weight when you're doing this because your legs are kind of holding you down. Also, when you're doing it, think of squeezing your back together. And yes, you want to stretch at the top, but don't stretch too much that you lose that tension on your lats. I feel like that's one thing that I like to do and that I pride myself on is like going really slow with your movements and maybe decreasing your weight a little bit in order to actually get that, first of all, the full range of motion. Second, making sure that you're actually keeping the tension. Oh, I'm so happy. I love being in new gyms. It's so cute. Yeah, see, I'm kicking this leg thing down. If you guys don't know that or you've never used a machine like this, that's exactly what you do. So you want to keep it higher, and then when you go to sit down, you kind of kick it down onto your legs. Also, when you're doing this, feel free to use straps if the weight is too much. I don't really use straps on back days. However, a lot of people do. Like it's actually really good to use them because obviously our grip sometimes is just not going to hold up when we're doing stuff like this. So I'm also doing, with the whole workout, we're doing 8 reps of 3 sets. I believe I did. I don't think I filmed 3 sets. That's why I'm like questioning it. I actually know for a fact that I didn't film 3 sets because either people were training other people and they were either beside the equipment that I was using, or I was going to set up the camera that was going to be in the way of them. So a lot of times I will just skip past filming and just film at least 1 set for you guys. But I do like to try to get angles, obviously. Getting angles just helps you see the form, first of all, from different angles. I was honestly so happy this morning. Like, I was just vibing. I feel like my workouts, you guys, have been so good lately. I feel like if your workouts aren't good, get more high and blast more music. That's my only advice. However, I'm not telling you guys to get high. Do it if you want to, okay? It's not I'm not recommending anything. So now I'm doing a bit of a lower row. I've never used this machine before. I actually really vibed with it. I felt like, first of all, the chest thing wasn't like right on my boobs, which I feel like is a problem for us girls sometimes. Like sometimes when you're doing the rows that have the chest piece, it's literally right on, you're like squishing your boobs. And I'm just like, oh, I just cannot do that. First of all, it hurts. Second, it's not comfortable. Third, it fucking hurts. So this one is actually in a really good spot, and doing single arm stuff is always good. I feel like doing single arm and single leg stuff is something that I just genuinely love to do. When you're doing this, I am pulling almost like I'm pulling into my pocket. I think I've told you guys this before, but when you are doing like low rows or doing rows in general, you don't want to pull up to like your face and your shoulders. I see a lot of people doing that. It's like they're almost pulling up to like their chest, which is just going to get your shoulders involved, your traps are going to get involved, and you're probably just going to, I don't know, probably hurt yourself at some point. Like especially if you're pushing a bunch of weight, you're not really using your back in that form sense. How do I even say that? I don't know. So making sure that you're like pulling back towards like a pocket kind of vibe. If you are a garden girl or if you're a edible girly, sometimes I close my eyes to feel where I'm supposed to feel it. I have been doing this in my workouts a lot lately, and honestly, it feels so good. Okay, so here you can really see where my thumb is. My thumb isn't even holding onto the bar at all. If you guys really, really want to target your back, this is something that you should start doing. Try it. Tell me how it is. I feel like it changed the game for like my back gains. Not that I'm like super crazy focused on my back. I feel like I'm pretty happy with my back actually right now. But if you are trying to like grow and push weight and whatever, try this because it really honestly helps. I actually have to tell you guys about the crash out that I had the other day because I think it's funny. I told this story on Snapchat and I'm just like, dude, I can't believe that happened. I cannot believe. So I went and got my nails done. And when I'm traveling, it's really hard to find nail girls. Like it's hard to find good nail girls, you know? So here I am being like, okay, check the reviews. This place, 5 stars, like 3,000 reviews. I was like, wait, what? So it must be good. So I go there, get my nails done. By the time, okay, I love the shape. Love the shape, did great on the shape, whatever. By the time she started putting the color on, I was like, because I asked for like a milky white. It was not a milky white, you guys. It was so far from a milky white. I was like, but then I was like, wait, the first coat was kind of milky. I was like, okay. By milky, I mean like almost like see-through kind of vibes. And I was like, okay, that's great. And then she put another coat on and I was like, wait, now it's getting like white. Then she put chrome on, this like new chrome, and I wanted chrome. But I was like, what the fuck? And you guys, I literally left there and I was like, I look 12. I hate them. I absolutely hate them. This happens almost every time I go get my nails done by someone new. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. Now that I'm watching this video, I wish I would have worn a different top for back day. Anyway, so I went home, I bought nail polish, and I painted them. I literally painted them myself, but and it was awful. It was awful. I don't know the last time you guys tried to paint your own nails. Clumpy. Oh my God, you guys, it was awful. But I was like, well, now what? Like, they look awful. They look even worse than they did before. Well, they looked actually a little bit better, in my opinion. I was like, bitch, go back there and say that. Like, change the color. So I went back, told them. The girl was like, what did you do? And I was like, yeah, I had a crash out. I painted my nails. and now they look like this. And so they changed them. They were so fucking nice. They didn't make me pay. They were just so nice about it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you guys. Now I love them. And I'm so happy about it. I'm like, yes, finally, like, I just, this is why I don't change anything. You guys, even the coffee shop. So I found this cafe that I go to and I work at every day here. I found it and I was like, this is perfect. I have gone there every day that I've been here. I've been here for like a week and a half now, and I'm here for another 2 weeks. And I will probably continue going back there because, first of all, I'm a creature of habit. I eat like the same shit every day. And second, God forbid I try a new coffee shop and it's too busy or their coffee sucks or what. Like, you guys, I am not. I love trying new things and I love going to new places when I first get to a place or when I'm first traveling. But as soon as it's like, once I've found my places, I have found my places, you know? So now I'm doing shoulder press. I am just a sucker for shoulder press, especially on back day. So currently I am doing back and shoulders together. I like doing back and shoulders. Like, it is just one of the days that I honestly kind of look forward to. I love training my shoulders right now. I'm not going super, super heavy. I'm actually just increasing my reps. So for shoulders, I did 10 reps. And yeah, like, I don't even think that was a heavy weight. I usually just start off with 20s because I just want to like get my shoulders warmed up. God forbid I get a shoulder injury. That is not happening. Not happening. I would literally cry. I would be so upset if I got a shoulder injury. Shoulders are actually just one of my favorite things to train because I think that they look really good on women. Like, I think that shoulders, when you actually have, look at me just chilling. This is what I do between sets, you guys. I just literally zone out. This is so funny. I probably honestly shouldn't be talking either. I feel like I'm going to lose my voice again, but worth it for the YouTube video. And then once I've done my 20s, I usually just increase it. Sometimes I go up to 30s. I've been up to 35s. I just decrease my weight as I'm going up. But shoulders, yeah, they have been one of my favorite things to train. I really feel like going slow and controlled with shoulders is such a nice vibe. Also, training them to failure is really fun. When I'm doing my lateral raises, a lot of times I will do the first 2 sets as 10 reps and 10 reps, and then my last set is like to failure, and then even doing like a drop set. I just really vibe with that movement. A lot of times I will do single arm lateral raises as well. Yeah. I just feel like, yeah, it's so good. Okay, now we're doing reverse flies. Reverse flies, or like rear delt flies. What would you, yeah. First of all, it's going to feel weird, and I know you guys are going to be like, what the fuck, but you want the handles where your hands are to be higher than your shoulders, and then squeezing at the end. Also, I know that some of us are flexible bitches. Please do not go too far back because you're going to lose the tension on your muscles. You should be feeling your back muscles so much during this. If you are losing that tension on your back, it just means you're not fucking training your back. So when a lot of times I will see people like just flail their arms like backwards, also feel free to readjust at any point in your movements. Sometimes you're like, oh, that feels good, but then sometimes it doesn't. So making sure that you're literally feeling your back. Like, you should not be flailing your arms super far back. They should not be, like, they should be moving at usually this tempo. They shouldn't be moving any faster than that. A lot of times you'll see people just like, I don't really know another way to say it other than flailing your arms back. Like, that's literally what you see people doing, is just like flicking them back so quick. You guys, please do not do this. You want to keep the tension on your back. You really want to squeeze at the back. You can see my back muscles moving with this. I wish it would have focused on my back, but of course it's focused on me. Anyways, just keeping that tension, making sure that you're actually using your back rather than your shoulders or your arms. I'm not even using like a lot of weight. Like, look at what's on that. What is that? 10, 25, and then 10. Yeah, like it's, and I don't like to go super heavy on these because I do really like to keep my tempo quite slow. And then also, I wanted to point out that I do have a shirt on the back of it. I do feel like the seats a lot of the times on these go way too high up, and then you're like eating it as you're fucking doing the movement. And like, absolutely not. I will not put my face that close to that. Absolutely not. I will not. It's disgusting. You know how many sweaty backs have been on there? Like like trying to protect myself. There's absolutely no way that I am putting my face close to that. So if you have a shirt or something or a towel or whatever, put it there because it literally helps. And I do that every single time, especially when I'm using this for back. And then, yeah, I'm trying to think of like any other tips that I can give you guys for this one, but honestly, you will feel it if you're doing it right. Like this is one movement. I feel like sometimes when you're doing back workouts, you can't tell that you're using your back. I don't know why. It's like weird. It's this weird thing. I was listening to a podcast about it as well. Oh, I guess we're done. Okay. But sometimes you can't feel your back. Anyways, bye guys. Love you. Bye.